So it's September 29th, and this is a first for me. We took this field, we combined it, and now I'm going over it with the one pass, and we're gonna put it into wheat. I've never done it this way. We usually chop all the, whatever we chop off, we turn that into wheat, but some pretty poor planning on my part. I did not plan on the right fields that we chopped off. I like to only plant fields that haven't had hay for like 3 or 4 years. I like to put them back into hay after about 3 or 4 years, so I didn't plan on that. And so the field that we need to plant right here had picking corn on it. So we took that off, and now we're going to put it in wheat. It's pretty interesting, and the one pass is working pretty good. Twice over, so it's not officially a one pass. It's going to be a 2 pass. But these stalks are pretty heavy, and the only time it plugs up is when I'm not looking at it. It's so strange. When I'm staring at it for most of the field, no problems. When I take my eye off it, that's when it plugs up. I think it's watching me. It knows. It's a smart machine right there. You little bugger. Don't mess with me, one pass. Not in the mood. Nah, it's working good. And the ground is bone dry. Supposed to rain tomorrow. That right there? Yep, I was not watching you, and you plugged up. You dirty rascal. Hasn't rained in a month, and that's unusual for New York, because New York, it rains probably on average every 3 to 4 days. It's really, you get a lot of rain here. And it has not rained in at least a month. So we could use some rain. I'm not used to this dryness. Some big hills around here. Some old farms. I wonder if they'll ever come back. Kind of miss them. Used to be a farm everywhere. Used to be probably 6 just around the block where I live. Now there's one. One farm over there, one there. There was one right down there where the silo is. Through my dirty window. One over the hill. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 farms within a mile. And now there's one farm in about 5 miles. They might come back someday. My dad always says everything goes in a big circle. Big farms, and pretty soon there's no big farms. He said pretty soon there'll be, all the little farms will be back. I don't know. Seems like the trend right now is getting bigger. I don't know if I believe that one, but he said, he's 86, so he said things will go back. It's just a matter of time. Well, we got the one passing done, the fertilizer's on, and now we're drilling it. I'm putting on about 3.5 bushel of wheat per acre. It's our own seed, we treated it. I hope it grows. I think it will, but I'm not sure. We're definitely gonna need some rain before anything happens around here, but there's a lot of trash on the ground. I'm used to planting clean fields where we usually plow it or it's chopped off. I've never really planted in this much trash before, and I'm a little bit nervous. But hey, it's just wheat, right? Wheat's gonna grow anywhere. Good luck, wheat. You're gonna need it. This would be the time for GPS, because it is so hard to see where I already planted. Right here I can see it where the ground's bare, which we normally can, but where the stalks are thick, I cannot seriously tell. And if you look back here, you definitely can't see where you've been because it's like a cloud of dust. Gonna have to give these guys a bath later on because it's pretty foggy. Hopefully there's some dirt left in the field. I better start concentrating, otherwise I'm gonna have some skips. And that is embarrassing because I gotta look at it all winter long. There's no room for skips on this farm, even though I have them all the time. All right, here we go. What is that I spy? Another dust maker? It is that filler up Phil? It's either Phil or Adam. Packing in the wheat. Yep, it's filler up Phil. Now it's a big dust cloud. So this is our dump wagon setup. We use a lot for chopping hay and corn when it's wet out. When we can't get in the field with the trucks, this is what we use. We load it up with the chopper and then we dump it in the trucks with that. Works really good for the corn too. There's my girl, the 9330. Love that tractor. Love it. It's a pretty big wagon. A little bit dirty. We'll get her shined up. Holds about 15 tons of corn. Sorry about the dirty windows, folks. only 18% corn, but it really kicks out a lot of corn. That's how fast it's a continuous grain dryer, and it's taking it down pretty fast. 18% corn, it's not going to be in here long. This is how it fills. It dumps in the end over here. It keeps it full. Got an automatic shut off when it gets full. No brainer. Easy as cake. Got this grain dryer about 6 years ago, and it takes all the heat from the corn as it's cooling on the bottom, and it draws it back in and reuses the heat, so it's very efficient. Compared to our old one, we use about a third of the amount of fuel we used to use. A little bit of a mess around here, but by the time we're done, it'll be cleaned up. So it comes off the truck, goes up the auger, goes up the leg, falls into our wet bin. I think it holds 8,000 bushel. Then whenever the dryer calls for it, it takes it out of the wet bin, back up the leg, and it drops it back into the grain dryer. And then from the grain dryer, it comes out the end, dumps in this little auger, back into the other leg, and into whatever grain bin we want to use. Get a little bit of corn. Bring it into our little building over here. We got a tester in here. Just bought this tester about 5 years ago also with a grain dryer. Really nice tester. We used to only use these, and they proved to be very inaccurate. Get in there, little guy. So far, it's been spot on. There it is, 20% moisture, 57-pound corn. And it's a nice warm day, 68 degrees. And it feels it. It's nice. What a great day. Got more rain coming in tonight. Seems to be the trend lately. Typical harvest weather. But next week, it actually looks like it's going to be good for 4 or 5 days. Hopefully we can get a bunch done. Andrew's back with the other one. These guys are cranking out the loads. Built a beast. Definitely a lot of messages going on in here, huh? I can't read it all. It's too much. I don't know, Claudia. You think Mike handles that dump wagon and tractor as good as you did? I don't know. He looks pretty comfortable in there. I'm not sure he's gonna get out. You're gonna have to arm wrestle him or something. You have to fight him to get him out. Sorry about the dirty windows. It's just so dusty here, I can't stand it. Actually, I love it. Can't even comprehend. The corn's 19%, and it's ready to get done. So we're gonna hammer down and get this corn off. We've got about 300 acres left, and we're gonna be done probably the earliest we've ever been done in history of the farm. And it's good corn too. Unbelievable. Good combo. And on Sunday, me and Mike running the dump wagon. We got Andrew back at the farm running the dryer. I'd like to give a special thanks to Zach for giving me a shot of motivation. All those pictures of that fluffy white snow out there is all I need to make me want to work like half the night before that stuff starts flying here in New York, because snow and corn, they do not mix. It's horrible. Best of luck to you out there, and hope it all melts and you guys finish things up. Look at the difference in these valleys where it's normally a little bit wetter. The corn's about 2 foot taller and it just yields like crazy. On the hills it's about 4 foot tall. In the valleys it's about 7. Still going. About 10 hours in. It's okay, corn. It's not the best I've done today. This field didn't get a lot of rain, so it's a little bit shorter, but it's yielding a lot better than I thought. And it's probably some of the best corn that's ever been on this field, so not gonna complain. Things are filling up pretty quick. We got one bin left to fill, which is the one I'm standing on. That one's full. That's full. That's full. There's our friends, the seagulls. Can't get rid of them. Tried scaring them away with everything from noise to everything. They will not leave. Everything's working pretty good. We have 180 acres left to go. Hopefully get done this week.